You know, oftentimes when you hear about the rising price of oil, you think of the weakening dollar. But what is really going on with that relationship?
I mean, I got to tell you, the people who believe in this thesis have captured the mind share of journalists, and it's in there every day. Oil has nothing to do with the dollar other than a minuscule amount of pricing, because the oil, look, the euro is basically where it was 3 months ago.
Right.
Okay, it's just where it was, but oil's gone up big. I mean, how can we attribute that? But these people refuse to recognize it. They've got the mind share. The second thing is that people think that the Federal Reserve controls the dollar. When you have a situation where a country's printing money and there's a big budget deficit, the central bank has never been able to control the price of the currency. It's always been at the behest of the traders who recognize there's more dollars coming or more Turkish lira coming. We've seen this time and time again. And then the idea that somehow the oil price is connected to the United States. Well, we've seen a dramatic decline in the amount of oil, literally 1 million barrels less per day in this country year over year. It doesn't seem to matter. This is all because we don't set the price of oil. We do not set the price of the dollar. The Congress does. The Federal Reserve doesn't. And the correlation doesn't exist. Now, the reason why this is so important for people who watch Wall Street Confidential is this thesis has cost you billions. It's billions. It's kept you out of oil and gas for the 40% move. It has made you focus on the dollar as opposed to focusing on supply and demand. It has made you feel that the U.S. is the swing vote in oil. It's clearly not. It's China. And I'm tired of people losing money on this thesis. Now, maybe one day it's right. But I urge people, look, I went to Paris in April, okay? The euro's the same price as when I went to Paris in April. So that's why I'm acutely sensitive to this. And I mean, if oil were at the same price, then it would be one thing.
Right.
But, you know, we are seeing a level of disinformation about the dollar, about commodities, and about oil that is so frightening as to make me feel there's just very little hope in trying to explain to people the truth.
The intellectualization, you call it, of people trying to make correlation.
Yeah, well, that's really it. That's really it. You know, it's all about, and I see it constantly. I see lots of commentators really spending a lot of time on
24-hour
this.
TV. What else are you supposed to talk about? Right.
Something to talk about, even if it's wrong, and it is wrong.
All right, you got it here on Wall Street Confidential, The Right. This is Street.com TV. Thanks a lot, Jim Cramer.
Thank you.
Stay tuned.